The room is filled with students diligently taking notes as the professor lectures. Eva, a young lady in her early 20s, sits in the middle of the classroom. She nervously taps her pen against her notebook, unable to focus on the lecture. Her eyes dart around the room and her breathing quickens.
It's like my mind is trapped in a whirlwind of thoughts, swirling around and around, hadi nashindwa kuconcentrate.
Ruth whispers to Eva, who seems lost in thought.
Eva, come back. Concentrate kwa class. Nasikia, si ati sisikii. Wewe concentrate na maisha yako. Pole Ruth, I mean, yes nasikiza. We, si pole basi. I didn't mean to interfere with your life. No, pole. Ni mimi nimerespond vibaya. Ni venye leka na bo. You feel me? Nilijua tu unisikizi falai. Anyways, moving on swiftly.
The lecturer seems to have noticed the chit-chat between the two friends and is not pleased at all.
If you don't wish to be in this class, toka nje. You are wasting time for those who parents have really struggled to pay this term fee.
Everyone in class turns to stare at Ruth and Eva in a way indicating that they are to blame, of which they really are.
You guys just focus ama mtoke tu nje. Julieka amejam.
Hai, kwani ananyesha ama amechapwa na bibi? My feelings za nini? Anyways, chill out, tumesikia. We are sorry, sir.
Ruth whispers to Eva's ear.
Hey,
Ati sorry. Where's the card bana? Ala, leo umekuaje mzuri Eva? Eva, I know. Nakuwa Eva, what's popping? Si, nadai tuleka wacha mambo mao. Si tusikose kugraduate. You get? Oh, I see what you did there. That's good.
Moving on, where were we before these imbeciles interfered with this lecture?
The whole class burst out, and now it is no longer funny for Ruth and Eva, who have their faces locked on the floor.
Make sure that work is done before next week on Monday.
The boys in low tone all saying next week but one.
Kama unajipenda, leta kazi on Monday, but kama utaki graduate, it's up to you.
Everyone goes silent and the lecturer leaves. The class is over and it's time for a little chit-chat before going to grab a snack. Eva seems to exit the class, and this time without Ruth as the usual norm.
Eva, kwani unaniacha? Chill kiasi na kama mtuende smocha, hata mi walai niko njaa. Wacha tu. Sioni nikienda mess. I have something to attend to. Sahi na ni urgent. Let me go to. Situonane doma time.
Kwani lazima muwe na yeye? Pia nyinyi mtaachana tu.
Siko na mapilo, nini ni mbaya?
Seems to smell something moving in the direction of the students.
Do I smell jealousy over here? Mkiwaru, I beg my friend, utakufa mapema, kwani watu hawezi kuwa close? Watu hawezi kuwa pamoja. Hey, come on. Is it all that serious? Move on from it. Nishachoka. Hata, let's get working if we finish up on this group work. I need to go home. Hey, Eva. Uko sure you okay? Wewe vile tunakaa tu not totally okay. But nsawa tu, wewe tutapatana tu dom. Ama?
Eva was still staring at Ruth with her rather over-thoughtful group mates waiting for that parting comment.
Sinishie Ruth, tutaonana dom. And niko poa, like totally. Ile kabisa niko poa. Okay, if you say so. See you in a jiffy 10 minutes. Bye.
Ruth and her groupmates drag chairs towards each other, ready to do the discussion.
Moving on.
Eva walks through the bustling campus, her backpack slung over one shoulder. She exchanges nods and half-hearted smiles with passing acquaintances, but keep her gaze fixed on the ground. She seems like one who is completely lost in thoughts.
I used to love being around people, but lately I feel like nimekwama kimawazo. Inabidi tu najifanya ni kama kila kitu iko tu sawa.
This conversation is going on in Eva's mind, but she cannot notice that she is thinking out rather too loud.
Now what do I do with myself? I should not have done the abortion in the first place. Why did I even lower my guard to that extent of getting pregnant? And wait, not even to a good person, to a stupid moron who now pretends like we do not even know each other. Eva, you let your guard too low, and that was not fair to that unborn baby.
Hitting her leg on a stone seems to bring Eva back to life, back to reality.
Ouch!
Talking to a stone?
Leave me alone, as if my life is not already wrecked. Do you want to finish me or something, Allah?
All this time, Eva does not realize she is talking to a stone that can neither talk nor feel her pain. Some students her way seem to be startled by her lost mind.
Machizi hawako Mathare peke yake. Pia kuna machizi wana perfect their skills in school.
Ouch! Easy now. Slow down. Si hata ukuwe na huruma. Chill out. Mbona unamtoanisha hivyo?
They all chuckle a bit and go away. Eva walks past them without a word. Like one who is deaf and dumb, she goes to her own dorm. Eva sits at her desk, surrounded by textbooks and papers. She chills nervously on her pencil as she tries to study, but her mind keeps wandering.
It's exhausting. Trying to keep up this tiresome life. Well, mi nimefika tu mwisho. All I want to ni kumezwa na dunia. This thought is dreadful. The fact that nimepewa character development ikanairo. Walai men are trash. Perhaps dumping sites. Hey, na venye I had it all in control. What? Hapana. This is too much. Na sahi najichukia tu. Abortion is a crime, but it's closer home than I thought. I am the one who committed the crime. This time? Why? Why now?
Eva sobs for some time. She looks like a mother who had just lost her only kid.
All this is too much. Where?
Eva wanders about in her room with her hands on the head and her tears in her eyes. Ruth comes in with another girl. The two are holding thick rolled cannabis sativa, commonly known as ngwai in Sheng. Eva quickly rubs her eyes and puts on that fake smile.
I'm back, Chomi.
This is how Ruth and Eva refer to each other as Chomi.
Mse, rada yako? Mbona unanisnob? What's up with you?
Eva is shocked for a minute and seems to be back to reality.
Oh, pole jamani. Sikuwa nasikia hata. Sijasikia mkiingia WhatsApp.
Pretending everything is normal. Your friend anakaa too lost. Ama ako depressed.
Sarah, Mi niko freshi barida, sina mambo. Nilikuwa tu lost kiasi, not much. Ako sawa, acha na yeye tu. If kama yuko sawa, singenisho.
Sijawahi ona mwizi akisema yeye ni mwizi. Anyway, if you don't get it, Ruth ignorantly responds,
Forget about it.
Eva, you can have some ngwai. Utafeel fiti kabisa. You won't get lost in thought again.
Walai utasikia fiti mbaya. Ngoja after few minutes, utakuwa fine as hell. Z, mi niko poa, sidai, I am fine. Ay, come on girl, just try it. Si eti utakufa, you won't be an addict, chill out bana. Utakuwa freshi mara 10. Ni trust, you'll thank me later chomi.
I'm always happy, thanks to weed. Kama sio hii, sijui hata ningekuwa wapi. Jue, this life. Sarah seems to sway off a bit from the subject of the matter at hand, but goes to it quickly. Cha ukweli Eva, utasikia fiti. Give it a try. Give it a chance. Hey, weed will never break your heart. It will not leave you alone. It will make your head lighter na utasikia fiti.
We, hizo ni drugs unafanyia PR? We, wakupea advert. Sasa weed should be legal. Sasa jua. Mko sure with what you all are saying? Sarah, nipasie moja.
Sarah passes one blunt to Eva, who stares at it for a minute or two, and then decides to give it a shot by lighting it up.
Chunga usinyonge, nivute tu polepole, usichizi hapa.
Hesitantly,
Hai, kwani inachizisha mtu? Wewe. As in nasema tu you be careful, that's all.
Eva gives it a shot and coughs vigorously, but she does not seem to have got enough of it yet. So she goes on. Eager to get to those clouds, she hears people talk off.
Puff, 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 my Mary Jane. Ooh, I'm high on life, wanna meditate.
All join in singing the famous song.
So allow me, make I enjoy life.
Eva goes on smoking, and soon enough, one blunt down.
Girl, easy now, chill out now.
In a melody,
Nasikia fiti, na sijui ni nini.
zake zimereate what? We?
Eva, ukoaje? Unasikiaje sai?
Eva laughing weirdly.
Siski, niliambiwa nimwache siski.
Ruth walks across the room to the switching off the lights so that they can sleep.
Siulale poa mama. Talk kesho when you're a bit sober and well relaxed. Juu sahi najua uko tu intoxicated. Lala poa pia. Ni ukweli nasikia sijui ya juu. We. Bangi si chai mse. Kitakuramba, it will lick you. Na utashangaa. Wenyewe.
Ruth and Eva cover themselves and are ready to wake up on a new dawn. Hey, sisemi kitu mimi. We, zime nice. Ruth and Sarah, who also were high, watched the high reaction of Eva and how her first day doing cannabis takes her.
Guys, let me tell you something. Kanairo is not your home. We, mtafunzwa na ulimwengu huku jua. Hapana.
Ruth and Sarah could not contemplate anything Eva was saying, so they kept on laughing. Wacha mi niishie tu before nizimie huku. We, sisi yu kesho class.
Sawa sawa basi, tuonane kesho. Hata mi nataka tu kulala. Akijue hazishuki bwana.
Good night, Eva. Ruth, si ulale venye umezoea.
Sawa basi, ishia.
Nightmares.
Night. Sarah, na kesho lete hiyo mali tena. Hey, Allah. Look at this first timer that got addicted already. Anyways, as she says, Sarah, kesho kama sahi, ama wacha tu nifikishe huyo hapa nje then na kama ama acha tu tuende tu tukienda na yeye. Good night.
Eva goes to her bed, and this time she is not singing nor talking much. It's like the effect of the weed had loosened its grip. And now welcome back to reality, girl. You can never run away from it. She throws her slender body to her bed, tosses and turns in the bed, unable to sleep. She clasps her blanket tightly to her chest, her breathing shallow and uneven. Ruth, Eva's roommate, appears in the doorway, concern etched on her face.
Eva, nimesahau kitu. I was to ask, are you okay? Like, uko sure uko sawa? As in uko mia? All of a sudden unakaa worse. Ni nini mbaya mama? Like, ni nini mbaya?
Like, niko fiti. Mbona unauliza sana hivyo? I am fine, girl. You worry too much. And that weed way fire too.
I don't know. Lakini kuna kitu inanishow like uko fiti ile ya kabisa, sijui mbona. Wacha tu kuhepa hiyo story.
Yeah, I'm fine. Nashindwa tu kulala. I guess ni effects za weed. Sidhani ni kitu kubwa, girl.
Ruth sits on Eva's bed, her expression gentle and in low tone expresses her concern.
You've been acting really weird of late. Is something going on? Like, kuna kitu nakusumbua?
Eva hesitates, then shakes her head.
It's nothing really. Just stressed about finals, I guess.
Ruth studies Eva for a moment, then nods, though doubt flickers in her eyes.
Okay, well, that's a mutual feeling since all of us are in it. If you ever need to talk, niko tu hapa. Whenever you're ready, mama, take your time, okay?
Eva forces a smile, but inside she feels a pang of guilt for keeping her struggles hidden. But her struggle seems too big to even share. Eva's thoughts?
I wish talking some things was easy, just like A, B, C, but not. This is as if it was a heartbreak alone. At least I would have talked about it. I would tell her, but that plus a pregnancy that does not exist now. No, let me die with it. I guess now I can just have the weed for the meantime and see if things will get better.
Ruth, on the other side, is listening to some old reggae songs.
Abortion is a crime. Is a crime. Abortion is a crime.
Ruth sings loudly as if there was a little birdie whispering to her ears. Eva gets out of the room without a word, but Ruth does not know why so. She continues and does not bother to ask her where she is going to.
Say Chomi.
Eva is out at the terrace. She is sobbing hard. She can't control her breath. She looks down from the 7th floor, and it is evident that she is ready to give herself wings. In her head,
We, heri tu nikufe. That is the judgment I deserve, nothing else. Death. What if I fall and not die? Then I will suffer the pain of staying alive. Moreover, they will sue me for trying to help reduce population growth.
We msichana, toka hapa. Ukianguka utaambia nini watu?
Hakuna.
Of course hakuna, because utakuwa umeshakufa. No students are allowed to pass this point.
Sawa, natoka.
disappointed, she leaves the terrace with a pointed face. She meets with Ruth.
Ulikuwa umeenda wapi wewe?
Was catching some air. Manze, ndio zishuke pwani lali.
Ai, kwani bado hazijashuka till now?
Nope, but wacha nikatry kulala sasa.
Sawa, twende kulale. Kesho class ni mapema.
Guy, kesho we have class. Aki mimi sisikii kwenda. Si you sign for me kesho please.
Sasa mbona uendi? Lakini nitakusainia, utanichotea kakitu. Kama ni aje?
Ni sawa tu. Wewe ni pesa ndio ulipenda.
My name is Ruth. Ruth Mashari. Niraigua. Namaanisha I am a typical Kikuyu my G.
We, pole basi. Tulia sasa. So kesho, do not wake me up. Nataka kurest tu.
Akiva. Kama ukweli kuna kitu inakusumbua, sionyesha tu. Juu it's not like you to miss classes to the point ya kunilipa ati I sign for you.
Here we go again with this are you okay question. Manze mi niko sawa kabisa. Ile ya kabisa. Niko too freshi.
They set back to the dorm to at least lay their heads down.
We, niko na usingizi ya ajabu. Twende mbio. I wanna sleep.
Oishe. Mi siko sleepy, but usingizi itakam tu.
They walk in the dorm and they are ready to rest up now. Eva sits at her desk, staring blankly at her laptop screen. The room is dimly lit, with scattered papers and empty coffee cups laying about. On the side, Ruth is deep asleep.
I can't do this anymore. Every day feels like battles. I fight alone. And I'm exhausted. Sina nguvu. I'm so done with life.
Eva takes a coffee cup, stares at it, and in a short flicker, throws it at the wall.
Kwani ni master hii? Hata nasikia njaa, wacha niende nikule tu. Sitakufa juu ya stress.
She gets up, takes her keys, and leaves the room, set for the cafeteria. And at the cafeteria,
Sasa mama, unataka the usual ama something different?
Hata siko decided, but nike chapo beans. Iko tu sawa.
Sawa, chili kiasi na kusort sahi.
Sawa sawa, ni 50 kama kawaida.
Yeah, 50 kama kawaida.
Eva takes the food and sits alone at the table, picking at her food. The noise of chatter and laughter surrounds her, but she feels disconnected, lost in her thoughts. Eva does not seem to enjoy her meal at all, and she stands leaving her food on the table and goes back to her dorm. On her way, she collides with her communication skills lecturer.
Hello, Eva. I did not see you in class. Is everything okay with you? Ama uliamua tu you will not come to my class?
No, mwalimu, I was not feeling alright. Ni kama niko na malaria.
Well, studies are not emotional, you know. You ought to be serious if you want to do well.
I hear you, mwalimu. I'll take good consideration of your insight.
The lecturer walks past her and she goes on to her direction. Inside the dorm, Eva goes to her bed. The words of her lecturer seem to have breezed her thoughts and sits on her bed. Ruth enters the room to find Eva curled up on her bed, a tear-stained pillow clutched to her chest.
Eva, what's wrong? Uko sawa? Did you miss your menses or something? Ama ni kebo? Ama it's something that happened at home? Ama ni shule inakulemea? Imagine talk to me.
Ruth seemed to have run out of guesses and it's now staring at Eva with a rather sad face. Silence in the room goes on for a minute and things are getting weird now. Eva looks up, her eyes red and swollen.
I don't know. Everything just feels too much. Sijui ni nini, as in mambo ni mingi and I can't help myself.
Ruth sits beside Eva, wrapping her in a comforting hug, trying to rub her back, up and down side, to side to see if she will be better.
You don't have to go through this alone. You know, I'm here for you. Hii maisha peke yako itakuwa ngumu. Aki try and share it. If not with me, find someone to. Hata ikibidi, imagine enda kwa therapist. Jue at this rate, utachizi mtu wangu.
Eva nods, grateful for Ruth's support, but still feeling overwhelmed by her own thoughts and emotions.
I'll think about it, Ruth. Kama nitaenda nitakushow. Ama nitatafuta tu therapist. Juu aki for real, things are getting out of hand.
So please do. At the end, uta save a life. And many people will still need you to be very much sane. Wanna get?
Yeah, I get that. I will see what to do, Aki.
Ruth leaves Eva to contemplate on her life and goes away from the dorm. Eva is left still, lost in thoughts, at her bed, clinging to her pillow for comfort. Eva decides to go to the therapist the next day after a well-contemplated thought.
This is getting out of hand. Kama Ruth anasema nione therapist. Sasa lakini sasa nitaanza kuambia mtu shida zangu. Si must pia. Juu honestly, mi siko ready at all. Oh my God, help me.
The sun is setting and Eva goes in search of Sarah to see if at least she can get something to ease her already full head. I mean, she is going to get cannabis. She runs down the stairs as Sarah lives on the third floor. Eva knocks at the door severally but with no answer. She takes her phone and dials Ruth's number.
Kwani huyu ashiki simu?
Hello? Sema, what's up?
Hello, nothing much. Nilikuwa nataka kujua kama umeona Sarah. Kuna kitu nadai from her.
Eva, we ni bangi tu unatafuta. Enyewe unasafa, but honestly, drugs will just postpone your many thoughts and you'll be adding to your list once you become sober.
Ruth, nimekusikia. Lakini, naweza pata namba ya Sarah.
Ruth ends the call and Eva opens her big eyes wide in shock.
Hey, see, I thought Ruth was supporting me when they introduced weed to me. Allah, kwani what has changed? Anyway, mimi kila mtu na maisha yake.
She She sets back to go to her room, and on the 5th floor, she meets Sarah with a bunch of guys who are not sober at all. Rada Eva, uko aje? As in, what's new? What's popping, man?
Anamaanisha waambaje kijamani kikongo.
They were bluffing and making it hard for Eva to even listen to them.
Sarah, so you come kando kiasi, we talk for a minute. It's urgent.
Pulling Sarah from her friends and talking to her on her ears.
Uko na mali. I need it for a friend too.
Suspiciously. Msupa, relax. You don't have to explain anything. I got you.
The last time someone called me that, he got me pregnant and dumped me. Vitu kama hizo zako, ka utaki kunipea, we sema. Sawa.
Eva angrily pushes Sarah to the side and looks at her in fury, her breath steaming hot. Hey, Liza, si serious hivo. Relax, ai. This is Kanairo. What did you expect?
Hivyo ndio utaongea, eh? Unanipea mali ama?
Nikikupea utawezana? Winking at her.
I do not like these games at all, Sarah. Sawa, ishia bana, si must pia.
Pole bas, unataka ngapi?
3 tu.
150 kwa namba yangu.
Sina namba yako.
Guy, that broke my heart. Ouch.
Wacha propaganda mingi. Your number.
0721678526.
Why are you making life hard? You can't say in English, Anyway, inaleta Dickson Wafula.
Kwani lazima ushout jina ya mzae? Bana we, shia hata. Sarah and Eva part as each go different ways.
I can't wait kuwasha his stuff. At least run away from reality for a minute. Juu sitajiua.
Eva enters her room and sits on her bed taking a matchbox and lights up the cannabis, ready to smoke it. Ruth enters the room and just stands to stare at Eva for a minute, but this time she has nothing to say at all.
Hey, did you see a ghost?
I see one in the making.
Ruth goes to her bed and does not want to talk to Eva at all.
Okay. It's like someone is on a him peace. Sorry, yo. I mean no harm. I come in peace, madam.
Ruth does not reply her at all. She takes her earphones and plays them on.
Hey, ni kumoto manze. But sasa ni do. I have to clear my head. Either you, girl, and I will not stop it at all. Okay, girl?
Ruth is not moved as she cannot hear a thing Eva is saying, but rather looks at her in deep concern. Eva's blunt is over and her eyes are soaked red. She is smiling at the girl in the mirror, her reflection. To the girl in the mirror, she says,
You are so good. What changed you? Who bewitched you? What happened to you? Hey, girl, talk to me. Just say something. Say something, please.
Not long afterwards, tears start rolling down her cheeks. Ruth notices her and walks to her. A week has gone by. Eva and Ruth seem to be quite fine. They are dressing up ready to step outside for a short venture.
Leo ni leo. Nisema kesho ni mwongo.
Hey, finally. After postponing this appointment for a week, now we get a chance to eat. Let's go work on your mental health, Mama.
Thank you so much, Ruth. You have been a friend indeed. For sure, I owe you one. Thank you.
When you want our friends for darling, chill out, I got you.
Still, thank you.
They finish preparing and lock the door behind them, are set to leave for the therapy session.
Niko a bit nervous, but niko sure nitakuwa tu poa, inshallah.
I know, it's not easy, but jipe nguvu, utashinda, imagine. Hata hili litapita tu.
Okay, Mama.
They are now outside the school premises and off they set for a stage to Rongai. The touts are making loud noises as they get pedestrians in the buses, matatu, name them all. One tout that had already spotted them from afar went towards them.
Oya, kudeni tuende na hii, but wawili ijai.
Since tuko in a hurry, twende tunayo. Mama ama?
Hey, chill. Kama hutaki kupigishwa seti bana. Ona tu hiyo gari. Unaona watu wangapi ndani? Haina watu.
Kiasi tu.
Wacheneni na huyu madam. Jeni kwa gari naenda sahi.
They walked towards the bus and at least this one was almost full.
At least hii iko sawa. Tutafika mapema kiasi kama si mbali.
Si mbali sana. In the next 30 kama kuna jam tutakuwa tumefika huko.
Okay, Mama.
Within few minutes, the bus is set for Rongai. It took around 35 minutes to land into their destination.
Hey, remember, niko hapa for you, darling. Sawa. Juu niko sure they will not let me in. Itabidi uvumilie tu akienda, you'll get better very soon, okay?
Sawa Shujaa, if confidence was a person, yawa.
Next patient. Ruth pats Eva's back and leaves to sit at the waiting area. In the therapist's office, Eva sits, her posture slouched, trying to be comfortable on her chair.
Hello, Mom. Hello, sir.
How are you, my dear?
Quite not okay, or rather, not okay.
Tell me thematically what really affected you.
Well, heartbreak, abortion, guilt, and feeling unworthy.
Apart from therapy, which other solutions have you thought of?
Cannabis and avoiding people.
Okay, I'll tell you how you're supposed to deal with that. And how not to go back to all the cause, honestly. Depression doesn't kill for sure. If you joke around with it, or rather ignore it, at most people try. Depression does kill if you joke around with it. Or rather, if ignored as some people do, it is advisable that only exists one possibility. The future is not for us to decide, the past cannot be changed, but the present we can work on it. Alright?
The doctor scribbles a lot of things in her clinic book and gives her instruction on medication intake. Eva moves out and goes to Ruth to tell her about it.
That man is heaven. He knew what to say and how to get the information from me. Without forcing it out, he took his time.
Told you, he's a good one.
I will be visiting after every one day. That's okay, it's not a problem.
Okay, let's get back and go for a walk.
Ruth and Eva leave the office and go back to school.
Hey, I feel better already.
Ruth chuckles a bit and they go on. They arrive at the school and walk sluggishly to their room where they throw things up and about.
Nimechoka we.
Yeah, pia mimi lale. Yes, then we go for a walk too.
Okay, I agree with you.
They jump on their beds to take an energizing nap. They were still sleeping. There was no classes. The next day they were less worried. The next day they appears to be good. The next day appears to be a good one as the girls go out for a fun.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you. While playing, Eva's mind goes not. While playing, Eva's mind does not seem to be in place, and this makes Ruth very concerned.
Msupa, uko sawa? Oh, pole, lost is kiasi, niko poa. Ukumbuke kesho ni back to the doctor.
Eva nods her head in agreement.
Okay then, twende tulale. Kesho itakuwa siku mrefu. Maze, but itaisha tu.
They take time to refresh their bodies before laying down to rest. The next morning, Eva wakes up and wakes Ruth to get ready for another appointment.
Wemse, harakisha, time inaisha haki.
Inaweza dhani wewe ndo daktari. Chill, pumua, tutafika tu.
Itabidi we Uber juu the last time siezani.
The Uber is ordered by Eva and comes to them after a short while.
Uko na pesa. Msupa.
Pesa gani hiyo?
They board the Uber and leave for the hospital, and in a short while are waiting on the bench for Eva. At the office.
Hey, how are you doing?
Niko sometimes, siko. But mostly, I am okay kutoka the last time I was here.
Can you explain more, kiasi mama?
It's been hard, but I've been trying to implement and copy the coping strategies we discussed. Siku zingine ziko poa, zingine owe. Lakini I'm learning to be kinda myself.
I'm proud of you, Eva, for your resilience and determination. Kurecover si rahisi venye nafikiria, Eva. It's okay to have ups and downs. Kitu ya maana ni kuendelea na life. Keep moving forward, one step at a time.
More orders by the doctor to Eva are given, and she takes her friend and they head back to school. Days go on, and Eva is so much better now. College campus day. A day in campus, Eva walks through the campus, her stride more purposeful than before. She exchanges smiles and small talk with classmates, feeling a newfound sense of belonging.
For the first time in a long time, na feel niko much alive. Yani, na feel kama mtu. At least, I'm living, not just surviving.
During the night in the dorm, Eva sits at her desk, surrounded by textbooks and notes. She studies diligently. But this time, her mind feels clear and focused. The next day in the therapist's office, Eva and Dr. Dickens engage in a deep, meaningful conversation about Eva's future, goals, and aspirations. Eva speaks with passion and determination, no longer held back by her fears and insecurities.
I want to make a difference in the world. Nisaidie my youths kama mimi wenye pia wana struggle juu haikuwa rahisi. And I know that niko na nguvu ya kuhelp sai.
Dr. Dickens smiles, his eyes shining with pride.
I have no doubt that you will, Eva. Mahali umetoka ndio mbali. The best is yet to come.
The graduation day is here. Eva stands on stage, wearing a cap and gown. She looks out at the sea of faces before her, feeling a surge of gratitude and joy.
Today, I graduate not just from university, but from the darkest place that almost consumed me. And as I look towards the future, I know that the possibilities are endless. Ni God manzi. Mental health is very important. Thank you.